Caroline and Ian. We're a British couple who sold our house, gave away all our possessions, and have been on the van tour for the last 3 years.
The last 3 months has seen us in Greece as we've been exiled from Bulgaria, our new home, on our 90 days out of Schengen. So
Come and join us
as we see
how Christian faith
and van life
work together on a wing and a prayer.
After leaving Valos, we've come back to Thermopolis because it's on the way, and today is the first time we have had rain in 6 weeks. In fact, they've put out a weather warning not to travel because the next 24 hours the winds are so strong. But because it's cold, I'm not sure if you can see, but you can actually see the steam coming up from the thermal springs. There's a bit all the way along. You can see just how warm it is. So what do you do on a wet Friday night? Well, you snuggle on down. So we're going to have a lovely tea. Ian's requested baked camembert for starters. Then we're having pork steaks and Mediterranean vegetables. Oh, there's 2 little wild dogs there. I'll nip out and give them some dinner as well. Delilah's in here all snuggled down. I've cleaned the bus out. Why, I had some time on my hands. Mr. A's doing the vlog. Look at that face. Oh, you look very big. That's better. Look at him with his legs up all cosy.
Do you mind? Thank you.
No, it's nice. And everywhere's tidy and lovely. Oh, there's a pack of dogs now.
I can't even see the hills, can you?
No, there's some more dogs out here. So there's one there and one's just run off. I might have to put quite a bit of food out. So happy Friday, everybody. And we feel attuned with you because we know you've had a lot of rain. So we're joining you. Happy Friday. Sunday morning, we're snaking up the side of a mountain because we're actually crossing over the mainland now, and we're making our way to our 5th island. We're not sure whether it's going to be Lefkada. Frankie's doing well, even though it's a really high road. It's a very well maintained road. See how high we are from there. We had some rain and everything's really lush and green. The things that you have to do when you're off the main electric grid. So this is me charging my toothbrush because we've got a long journey today. Then we've got the phones being charged. We've got the electric source, the EcoFlow system being charged. So we should have some electricity when we get to the other side, which is brilliant really, because you think this is all free. We're so high up. There's actually snow on these mountains still. gone to our 5th island, and we're going to the island of Lefkada. Now with this island, you just go over it onto a bridge, so it should be very easy getting there. So,
Are we backpacking off?
we are not backpacking on this one. We are going to stay in the bus and travel round it. The weather is definitely too miserable to backpack.
Oh, but we haven't got one of them in England.
This is exactly where we're heading for. Can you see that? It looks almost like a tornado. There's not enough wind for it to be, but that is one very, very impressive cloud hanging right over the islands we're heading for. But hey ho, the plants need it. I really don't think I've seen a cloud like that. It's just the other side of it. I don't know whether I can feel the altitude or whether it's just that we're up and down hills and it's that's the pressure. But that is something spectacular, isn't it? Oh, I think we might watch a Twister movie tonight.
What's the sound of the real thing?
Yeah. Oh, well, that great big cloud we saw. Oh, is that a flash of lightning?
I think it's burst now, isn't it?
We are right in the middle of it. It's absolutely bucketing it down. So we are going to go over quite a high level bridge. So we've pulled over and just thought, you know what, we'll sit still for a little while and wait for it to pass, and then we'll carry on. But Mr. A, can I just say how well you've driven?
That's only the second time I've had them windscreen wipers on
Since we left Bulgaria?
since we left Bulgaria.
Yeah, but also today, Ian has gone off tolls, so we've done it all on the wibbly wobbly roads. So we've saved cash.
Well, they weren't that wibbly wobbly, were they?
And we've seen some really interesting landscapes. So come on, rain, and let us on to Lefkada. So it wasn't a bridge that was joining it, it's this little spit road. We're actually only... Oh, Ian thinks there is a bridge. I can't see it on my map.
We were both saying that this is just like Linda's farm.
Yeah, that was a funny video where we got there and the tide was in and we couldn't get across.
And then when we did get across, we weren't allowed to escape. You didn't want yet.
Okay, so this is the bridge. It literally is a tiny little thing. 200 then towards you, Ian. It looks more like... Ooh, it looks more like a pontoon than anything else. So this is where we're parking tonight, near that white boat. And we're just about to set foot, or wheels, on our 5th island. Welcome to Lefkada in the rain. Still pretty. Oh, look at all those old sailing ships. Wow. Good morning. Good morning.
You pointed that at me.
Yes.
I got 2 copies, I got 2 copies, I got 2 copies. Hey, hey.
So we got here late last night and it was chucking it down. We haven't had a walk, so we've brought our morning coffees out. Now this is Monday morning in Lefkada, where you can see the traffic going over the bridge there. That's what separates, that tiny little bridge separates Lefkada, the island, from the mainland. But we've come to this little spit right at the start of Lefkada, and it's an old port and beautiful boats, lighthouse. But
And that van over there is on that causeway that we came down.
yeah, I'll show that in a minute. Did you notice the lighthouse on yesterday, Ian?
No.
No, I didn't either.
There is a light by the side of it though.
Okay, and then you've got this spit, and as you can see, this is actually just one big spit because you've got the sea on the other side as well. So we're going to take the dog for a walk, we're going to have our brews, and then choose where we go to next. Welcome to Lefkada. Oh, so glad to be in this port last night. I didn't actually get to sleep till 5 o'clock this morning. There was a massive storm going on and there was winds of 25 miles an hour. I don't think it helped. I'd had a coffee about 6:30 at night and it was a really strong one. And so 5 o'clock this morning I finally got to sleep. However, despite the fact there was 25-mile-an-hour winds, because of the harbour walls, although it was really noisy, the van wasn't shaking much. So a little tip, if you find yourself in a storm, even in a car, go down to a port and face the same way that all the boats are facing, because it definitely did the trick and it reduced the amount of sort of turbulence to the van. So today we're having a down day, which just means we're chilling basically. Travelling is lovely, but it does get a little bit tiring because the weather's not so good today. We should have been going to see some waterfalls, but we don't want to park under the trees because we won't get any solar. So instead we're going to have a relaxing day, and this is what we're doing. Mr. A's walked the dog and got a little bit wet. Did you sleep well okay, Ian?
I slept fine, yes.
I know, because I heard you.
Yeah, snoring away.
He purrs like a cat when he snores. So yeah, Ian had a really nice sleep, which was lovely. But Ian's going to be editing the vlog today and getting his guitar out. He's requested mushroom soup for lunch. So that's the other nice thing about being still, is you can cook. So we're having mushroom soup for lunch and chicken and Mediterranean vegetables for tea. I'm going to sit down this end and get the table out and do some writing and some painting and some crafts. And Delilah, after a walk, doesn't care what the weather's like at all. She's just going to chill anyway. So happy Tuesday on a wet day. You can tell stormy weather's coming because all the little boats, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are all making the way into the harbour out to the seas. So the skies do look bleak, so I think we might be in for another storm today. And on the mountains there is still snow. So the Greeks do say that this is quite unusual as well. I hope they all fit in, these boats. These boats are desperately trying to park up and they're struggling. Oh, so can you see the blue now? That is the bridge from mainland to Lefkada, and the whole of the bridge is turning. I wonder if it's letting the boats through. That's what they were doing. Wow, the whole road has disappeared. We're trapped on an island. Well, until the bridge comes back. And there they go.
Won't be if it sticks.
They're going into the other side of the port. Oh, so they have found room. That's good. Yes, I agree, Delilah. You can see her flea and tick medicine's been working well.
What's that noise? Wait.
Are you having a good morning scratch? Was that good? met Ahmed this morning. Ahmed's from Egypt, and he is a carpenter, and he's using this tool. So the pressure has to be even, and what he's doing is he's burning out.
Like this.
There's a good one. And so he's working on this this old boat, and this is really old-fashioned craftsman's way of doing it. Is making these pegs, and the pegs are to go along the wooden sides. See,
because we have some change in the piece, like this. You can see in this.
Very proud of his work, and rightly so.
Yeah.
Oh, can you see? I'll just pass Ian the camera. Ian, would you film that? That's it.
So filling these gaps in there.
This one.
Yeah.
After you put this in inside, it's closed.
Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you so much.
So the first thing that you're hit with once you get over the bridge is a decision of which way to go, and then you're met with these water places, these little inland lakes, and we've walked down the little spit, and this is the town, and our ladies our ladies. So all the way around of Lefkada is just these ports, harbour areas where you can keep the boats.
This is the main high street of Lefkada, and it's just off the port. It's really got a nice feel to it. Very buzzy. Little cafes. Not seen any restaurants, but lots of little cafes. Lots of little gift shops. And yes, I've bought tack from the gift shop, after promising myself I wouldn't. But it's really pretty.
They give a lot of English stuff, don't they? Books in English.
Yeah. It has definitely got a lot of English.
Think about English.
Yeah. But really nice place. Fisherman has just noticed us looking in the water at the fish, and has pointed out this boat to us. So this boat is traditional Ionian boat. He said you don't see it in the Aegean Sea, but in Ionian waters this is what they use. And the idea is that with the paddles they can go into much shallower water more than with an engine. Also, they're quieter than an engine, so they can just gently go along, sneak up on the fish and catch fish. So still in use today, as it has been for hundreds of years, as opposed to the yachts. Here's the lovely Mr. Ray. So I've discovered a new craft, and it's called Driftwood Art. So I found a bag of goodies. There is driftwood pieces, there's twine. I've even found some of these wooden prayer beads. So I'm going to make them into ornaments and things. Or as Ian would say, tack. but it's getting the stuff off the beach at least. So we're on our way back now to have a craft afternoon. Delilah has been helping. She has been carrying bits of wood for me, but she's given up now. Ian's busy this morning because of all that thick red sand that came down with the wind the other night. The solar panels are absolutely full of it. So solar's
Sand, that is.
full of sand and well, dust or whatever it is. Solar's still coming through, so we've got 135, but it's not going to do the panels any good at all. So Ian's been up the ladder that we used to get into bed. He's managed to jiggle a bowl of water through the skylight, and then he's got a mop head and he's just been cleaning them, but disaster has fallen. Is it the mop that's come off the head or the whole pole that's gone missing?
Well, I stretched out and went like that and let go.
Like
And so it's took off a bit.
okay, so
Paul made this for a table, but I'm going to use this for an extension on the pole arm because I can't quite reach the top end of the solar panel.
So one disaster's turned into another this morning. So we've beautiful clean solar panels, but now we have to retrieve the mop. He's just finishing off cleaning, but he does have a bit of a concern that
And I've always got a concern.
that we might not have used enough water, and therefore there's probably streaks on it. So we need to see if we can find some. It's Ming in the van, so we're going to have a look and see if we can find a.
You can't see through these windows.
Look at this! Look what he's made.
Well, we had a really big long one,
We did.
which we used for washing the roof and everything. But I thought, oh, I'll bring this one because I know it was a little telescopic. But yeah, it's not much good for
Yeah,
it.
but look at the mop head. Look how dirty it was. This is what we're talking about. Well done, Mr. A.
Yeah, but all that sand is drying.
Oh
So
dear.
I don't know how much nasty stuff.
The sand is everywhere. So this is the third wash Ian's done with the windscreen, and it just keeps sticking and sticking. I'll show you a bit of a before and after. This is the windows. This is a before. And the cars are even worse. They're really covered. This one's not too bad because it's been by the wall. So I think we're in need of finding a car wash. We've done a shop, and the van is filled with lovely foods, including fresh fruits. So this is past the port, and it's really, really lush and green. So this is the mountain that we're going to go up. Well, halfway up and then hike the rest to find the waterfalls. And everybody said that this should be very spectacular because of the rain that we've been having over the last few days. But for Lefkada, it's only a small island, but it's very, very well maintained. Good roads, loads of supermarkets and shops, and then all this hiking area that we're looking forward to going to. Well, we've made it up to the waterfalls through some wibbly wobbly roads.
Yeah, just show them the size of the car park in a minute because
I
it
will.
is smaller than I thought it was going to be. But we've managed to get in. But I should imagine if you came here when it's the season, I think it'd be really, really difficult.
Yeah, we've found a spot. We think we're going to stay here tonight. Well, we definitely are. Ian's just took the dog for a little walk. Only did a kilometre, and she's really, really tired. I don't know what's up with her. She's causing me a bit of distress. She just keeps panting all the time. Even last night, I woke up in the middle of the night, she was still panting.
And that was when it was really cold.
Yeah. We've had it cool, she's got loads of water, she's eating well, she's doing everything else. It's just this panting.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll give her a cold shower when we get back.
Yeah, so we'll
If
leave.
she's still panting.
Yeah, we're going to leave her in the van. She's under the shade, so she can just have a really good sleep, because she didn't sleep much last night.
I think we'll be panting when we get back.
I think
Because it's about what is it? About a 200 kilometre walk.
2 miles, that's not much.
It's about 2 miles, I think. Yeah, up to the waterfalls and 2 miles back.
Yeah, but
it's uphill.
I've got a picnic packed. Beautiful sandwiches
It's
packed.
uphill.
Well, okay, we
Right.
can do this.
So this is the car park. As you can see, a lot of it is under shade. There is a couple of vans. They do actually advise you to try and park sideways if you can, but unfortunately, obviously, because of our vehicle, we can't. So we've parked over here, but the problem that we have noticed is that the sun's going to disappear pretty quick, which means our solar energy will disappear and we might have problems, only if it's a bit overcast tomorrow. So we've parked underneath, well, just before a tree, parked here, and we're getting ready to go up to the waterfalls. So, well, yes, that's what she keeps saying, the sandwiches. I bet you they'll be gone before we even get to that first hill. So it's all uphill, obviously, because it's waterfalls, and so we're going up there. And look like they also have a bus service that comes, I think, maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Or used to. Can't hear running water yet.
Well, I'm quite glad now that I didn't bring Delilah. So what we found is hordes and hordes of these processionary caterpillars. And they go right the way along this pole. Tons of them. They're on the floor and everywhere. And what happens is these hairs get stuck and irritation in the skin. But dogs, if they sniff them, which Delilah would, can actually go down into the respiratory tracts and cause massive damages. So yeah, absolutely crawling with these.
What? Polish?
Oh, Ian. Loads of them. But that's been said, it is a beautiful area. This is the first little bridge that we're crossing.
Is it a frog?
It is.
Is it a frog?
So down there we've just heard a frog cribbit. A proper whoop.